Hey, it's Karri Flatla here for this week's Friday Fire on May 22nd, 2020 at Remax Real Estate Lethbridge and karriflatla.com. So I think one theme of the pandemic, seems like every video we're talking about the pandemic, but this is just part of our life now. One theme that keeps emerging and is testing our character is the feeling of a lack of control. You know, I was thinking about this the other day when I was getting ready to come to the office, how frustrating it feels to be constricted and confined by this invisible force, if you will, that has had such a profound economic and emotional impact on society, no matter where you live, no matter where you are in the world. So it's kind of like the weather. We can't control it. We can only control how we react to it. You know, if it's raining outside, are you going to have a bad day or are you going to decide to have a good day? So there are a lot of parallels to that in real estate. And I wanted to talk about that today because I think there is a lot of mythology around what we can and can't control when we are selling our home. Now, a good realtor can work a lot of magic, and we work a lot of magic for people, but there are some things we can't control. And so our job is to guide you and advise you through those difficult situations, through those constraints that we can't control, and help you focus on and make good decisions on the things you can control, and that can make or break a sale of your home. So the three things I wanted to focus on are the market. We cannot control the market. Human behavior. We cannot control other people's behavior. And the bank. So I'll just talk about each of those things briefly. The market. Often when I talk to a homeowner and I ask them about their house, about what they would like to see happen when they sell their house, how they feel about the value of their house, that kind of thing, there's sometimes a false sense of, I'm just going to wait until I get my price, or I'm going to hire the realtor who gives me my price. Well, news for you, even the best realtor in the world can't control the market. You can't control the market. I can't control the market. Governments try to control the market, and it usually goes badly. We can't control the market. We can't even control market value beyond a certain range. And I just want to explain that a little bit. So my job as your realtor is to get you the most money on terms and conditions you agree with that the market will bear. And if we do our homework right before we list your home, we will uncover what we think is a range of market value for your home. No one can predict to the dollar what a house will sell for. And if anyone tells you that, that is not the truth. Economists can't predict interest rates, and realtors cannot predict what your house will sell for. What we can control, and I've talked about this many times, we can control how well we prepare the home, how well we stage the home, how well we present the home and position the home and promote the home. Lots of P's in there. Okay, we can control all of that, and what that does is help ensure and give you the peace of mind that we are getting the maximum value and creating the maximum perceived value out in the market. But if you have a $250,000 house, it's never going to be a $300,000 house no matter what you do, because you have constraints. There's the size of the home, the age of the home, the location of the home, what the market is doing. There are things you can't control. So if you think you're going to wait for your price while it languishes on the market, or you think the market is suddenly going to turn and give you an aspirational price, I would have a really honest conversation with your realtor about that, especially in Lethbridge. So we can't control the market, but we can control how we go to market. And then the next thing is we can't control human behavior. And what I mean by that is you're the homeowner, so you're the seller, I'm your realtor. We can't control everything that the buyers are thinking or doing or perceiving about your house if they have 50 other houses to pick from in that price range. But we can influence human behavior, and we can do all those things I talked about: pricing, promotion, presentation, preparing, staging, all of those things to influence buyers to feel compelled to book a showing and come see the house and feel excited enough about the house to write an offer. So we have a lot of influence, if we're doing our job right, on the right buyer, because you want to attract the right buyer. We're not going to change how buyer behavior is out in the economy. Consumer behavior is what it is. It changes over the course of years and years. Now with COVID, we're seeing rapid shifts in buyer behavior, but that's not something you as a homeowner can control, okay? But we can influence. So we can't control buyer behavior. We can't even control the way that buyer interacts with their realtor and how they draft an offer, all of those things. But we can control how we respond to the offer. We can control how we negotiate with that buyer, right? So you see how there's a difference. The market, the world, the consumers at large are going to do what they're going to do. Our job is to position the house and position the lifestyle around that home to attract your ideal buyer quickly, ideally within the first 30 days, get them to write an offer, and then we can negotiate from there. The third thing we can't control are the banks. We can't control it. And financing remains one of the biggest challenges in real estate. In my opinion, there's too high of a collapse rate over financing. So again, we can't control, did the buyer do their homework? Did the buyer go get a pre-approval? Is the buyer out shopping over and above their budget? We see this, we still see this all the time. But I can control what we filter for when a buyer demonstrates interest in your property. I can ask questions, we can find out, hopefully, what kind of homework they've done with their financing and that kind of thing. So again, you see how we can control our side of things. We can't necessarily control everything that the buyers out there are doing. Sometimes the buyers leave the lights on in the house and you didn't want them to. I mean, we do our best to manage all of these processes, but it's how we influence and how we respond. And that's the same in life and the same in business. I can't control if the sun if it's sunny out or it's raining outside. I can control how I respond. I can have a bad day because it's raining, or I can have a good day anyway. And real estate is really the same thing. And I think the pandemic has taught us that human beings are adaptable. We can adapt to this new market. We can create a very intentional, precise, careful plan around pricing, promotion, how we present the house, and how we negotiate and get that home sold. We can control for those things. We can't control the market. We can't control the bank. We can't control human behavior at large. If you have any questions, give me a call, 382-7335. We would love to list and sell your home and create a plan just for you. Take care and have a terrific weekend. Bye-bye.